Now, Manjeet and Anusha, you have a new song out titled Love Token. The song was, of course, released few days ago. This is a blend of Punjabi English pop with some Afro beats vibe.
Yes.
What has been the response that both of you are getting?
We've had a great response. The YouTube is going crazy. People are sending me reels after reels after reels. Um, so I think people are just loving the video being so organic and the song being so catchy because even as much as I like to make really detailed and intricate songs and music wise, this is just simple. Like there's nothing to it. It's just very, very simple, and people are just catching on to that.
I just think, like, and I don't say this because he's here and I did a song with him. I think Manj is just best known for every single one of his songs being catchy, and in any genre, whether he's doing just down and out Bollywood or he's doing an R&B, Punjabi, a fusion. I think what is his staple is that it will always be catchy and something you can sing along to, whether you know the language or not. You will learn it. You know what I mean? So for me, who doesn't know a word of Punjabi, I was lip syncing the song by the end, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so good. I think we are a nation who loves an anthem. We love anthems, whether it's Hollywood or Bollywood. We love the anthem because we love to sing along. We, as a culture, we love song and dance. So anything that brings you that joy that you can sing along to, Manj has it. And so this one for me was really special because I got to be a part of it. And we shot in such a beautiful place, which didn't feel like work at all.
Now, the song talks about a girl who's asking her boyfriend or her lover to buy her a pair of earrings. So, Anusha, did you at any point ask Manjeet that you also should get a chance to sing a few lines?
Actually, it was Manj's idea that I sing a line. So I'm actually singing the English part. If you hear it in the song, that's my voice.
So then please give us a few lines of the song.
ਕੰਨ ਨੂੰ ਚੁੰਮ ਕੇ ਲੈ ਦੇ ਕੋਈ ਗੱਲ ਨੂੰ ਗਾਨੀ ਨੱਕ ਨੂੰ ਕੋਕਾ ਲੈ ਦੇ ਕੋਈ ਪਿਆਰ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨੀ. Then
come through. You can bring your friends, they can come too. I'ma bring my girls and my whole crew. We can get it started.
there you go.
Nice, what a lovely song. Man, Punjabi music itself has many genres, from Punjabi folk to urban Punjabi to Punjabi hip hop, bhangra, pop, and film song. Which genre of music you think defines Manj music the best?
All of them.
Good
All of them.
question.
All of them. The thing with me is, since my early days as RDB, and then coming into Manj Music, I've always listened to world music. I've always listened to music from Russia, from Europe, from America, Canada, everywhere. So I get influenced by different genres of music. So if I was to pin one style of music, I can't. I would just say Manj music is worldwide music. It's just international. That's what I like to make.
But now, with in this Instagram age, is there a new genre you think you'd like to explore now?
Definitely. I mean, I'm really listening to at this moment, and I'm working on something. Um, French, Moroccan, Arabic music.
Oh, interesting. Very
Which
interesting.
is really, really cool. There's some of these artists I'm listening to now, and I'm living in Dubai. Obviously, I'm listening to Arabic music all the time. But the way they mix Arabic, Afro with French lyrics is
Wow.
unbelievable.
Then what is this obsession today world is having with Afro beats? All the big songs have Afro beats.
I think it's because it's just a different pattern of dance. Because everybody was used to the dun, 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 the regular stuff, or the hip hop dun, 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 dun. This is just like, it's a very movement type of beat. And the moment you hear Afro beat, you want to move, you want to start dancing. So it was just something that really, reggaeton came from the reggae, Spanish, and blah blah blah, and that took over the whole world. And hip hop was always there, and now it's the Afro. So it's just going to be a wave. and it's going to stay for them, I think.
Not a fad, I hope.
No,
No.
I don't think so. I think just to add to this, Vishal, I think music, when they say music has no language, it's true. It really is. And I think during the pandemic, we really learned that. Like, Manj, you remember that Nwatiti song that came out?
Yeah.
I still love that song, and everybody loves that song. We don't understand what that actually means, but it doesn't matter. It's such a beautiful song, and I think a lot of songs like that, and a lot of Punjabi music also reaches worldwide because it doesn't need to be understood. It needs to be feeling, and I think that's the beauty of music. It has to be a feeling.
Yeah.
Talking about the feeling, Man, would you please like to give us few lines of your favorite song?
One of my favorite songs, obviously, is going to be Aaja Mahi. Aaja Mahi is like my not only favorite song, but probably the one song that is with my heart for the rest of my life, because it was the first song I ever sang in my life.
Yeah.
And it was the first song that everybody said, if I sing this song, it's going to be a disaster and it will be a flop. And everybody who heard the song, my brothers to my friends, said that this song is going to be a flop. And it never was a flop. It became a super hit. So I'll do whatever I can. I'll do a little Aaja Mahi for you. Oh, Aaja Mahi, aa soniya. वे आके अज मेरे गल लग जा तू आजा माही आ सोनिया आके आजा गल लग जा तू.
Anusha, you were part of one of my favorite film, Delhi Belly. This is the one film that I hope they make a sequel one day. What is your most enduring memory of Delhi Belly?
Well, I was just, I mean, obviously, I just had a small cameo to make the story relate to the song in the end. So I liked the cameo, it was really funny. But I think my most, obviously, I think it would be memorable for anybody if you're dancing alongside Amir Khan. And it's his first item song ever. So doing that, and he was just so much fun. He used to have quizzes, like just to pass the time on set. You know, we'd do these quizzes and games, and you know, he would dance with such enthusiasm. He would learn the steps. He would get into the character. He was just so incredible to watch. And I think for me, the best part after that song and everybody loving it was when we did a big press conference. He called me on stage and he said, you know, it's not easy to make people laugh with you rather than at you when you're playing like a ditzy girl. And he said, you made everybody laugh with you. And that's amazing. So getting a compliment from him is just huge. I hate you like I love you. I hate you like I love you, love you, love you.
It was like, I hate you, in quotes, I love you.
No, in brackets. Like I love you.
Yeah, sorry. But Man, you know, you have collaborated with many big stars from Bollywood like Shah Rukh Khan, Ajay Devgan, especially Akshay Kumar. Would you please like to talk to us about the pressure that comes when you have to work on a Bollywood film? I'm sure producers must be coming to you asking for an instant hit song.
Yeah, the pressure is always there. I think, you know, I found, you know, in my 15, 16 years of making music for Bollywood, I feel they have, in the nicest way saying this, they're all music producers and they're all writers. All directors of movies are music producers. All
Really?
actors. So what happens in movies, and I did this. I said this in an interview once before, and it took headlines in Bombay. But it really is the fact that when you make music as a music producer and as a writer, that when you want to give your input and your creativity into a song, they want to always have some part of that input or creativity, so they feel as though this was a hit because I gave my input or my creativity. And with Akshay Paji, I've never ever had this. Like, he literally will say to me, make me a song, I'll make it, and he'll say, are you happy with it? Yeah, okay, you're happy 100%? Okay, I'll take it. If you're not happy with it, go back to the drawing board and start again. But don't send me something that you're not 100% with. So the pressure is always there when working with directors and producers. Um, Independent music I love doing because I don't have to answer to anybody. But of course, I love making music for all the producers and directors. They'll probably boycott me now, but I'll carry on making music for everybody. Just as long as I can give my creative input more than somebody who doesn't know music.
Like you said, everybody has an input about music to give because it's a popular medium. Then,
Yeah.
would you like to share any anecdote or funny story from one of such music settings where a producer told you, or do this to a song, and what was your reaction?
Okay. So the first Bollywood song I ever sang and made was Rafta Rafta from Akshay Paji's movie,
Yeah,
Namaste London.
yeah,
And that Akshay Paji told me to make the song with Himesh Reshamiya.
yeah.
And that was an interesting meeting because we had no idea what to expect coming to Bombay for the first time, sitting in the studio with Himesh Reshamiya. And Himesh, obviously, he's super hit master, had millions, hundreds and hundreds of hits at that point.
Yes,
And we went into this room and there was just mattresses on the floor and there was a band in front of us. And he gave me the mic and he says, think of a song. And I'm like, what? Like, here, I feel as though we're in a mehfil, not in a studio. We're expecting a big Bollywood studio, blah, blah, blah. And all these sajis are sitting in front of us. I'm thinking, why are we even sitting here like this? And the fact was that he actually created his music this way. He sat and
Wow.
he kind of just sing something in the a melody, I beat, tunk, tunk, tak, tunk, tunk, tak, and then the drummer would start playing the beat like that. Like I like the bass, dong, 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 and the bass guy would start playing his bass guy. And this for us was like, what the hell is going on here? Because we are hands on, like we like to play things, do things. So that was an interesting idea, working way of working. We made a song, we gave it to Akshay, and Akshay said, throw it in the bin. And he said, we're not interested in this. I want you to now make something that you want to make and send it to me. And then we made what we wanted to make and sent it to him, and it became a success.
Wow.
Please give us few lines of Rafta Rafta, but also tell us what was that version like that you threw in the bin.
Oh my God, that version sounded way too Himesh Reshamiya. That's what that sounded like.
Was it a nasal voice?
Yeah, it was a nasal voice, and I was kind of singing it. Or something like Tere Bina or something like this. I don't know. I can't remember what it was. But that got scrapped. The Rafta Rafta was, well, I mean, you've heard Rafta Rafta. I can't sing it right now, but I'll try.
No problem. No
Rafta
problem.
Rafta dekho dekho kya ho gaya Rafta 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 dekho dekho kya ho gaya Rafta dekho Rafta. My voice is gone. Sorry.
Wow. You're right, but you should do more songs, man.
I know, I know. I'm trying. I'm trying to sing more and more. But these shows are killing me. I've been doing back-to-back shows. My voice is finished.
He is the busiest man I know, but I'm so sorry, but I have to tell you a little story because I've actually never told Manj this and it just came to my head. I used to do the Shah Rukh tours. So I was the host and I would do the opening act. And there were obviously a lot of Bollywood celebrities performing. It was a lineup and we would go all around the world. So I cannot remember the country, but I do remember there was 40,000 people in the crowd, okay? And being the host, right, after my performance, I, have to entertain and then call the next act, okay? And suddenly I was off stage and, the artist was taking time. So they were like, oh my God, Anusha, go back on stage. You have 6-7 minutes. And I'm like, I'm not a stand-up comedian. What am I supposed to talk about for 6-7 minutes? And they're like, we don't know. And they just pushed me onto the stage. And I'm like, whoa, okay, I'm doing this. So I took the mic and I'm like, how's everyone feeling? And I'm thinking, oh my God, for 6 to 7 minutes, what am I going to do? Manj, you won't believe what I did. Sing is King was a massive hit at that time. And I said, I know you all know this song. I know you all know it. I had 40,000 people sing is King and do the hand movement with me. And they were enjoying it so much. And I was chatting to them, and then by I think 6-7 minutes had already passed and whatever. And in the wings, they were like, "Okay, Anusha, you can come back now."
Wow, wow,
And
that's
I
great.
can't believe I've never actually told you that story. And that was on a Shah Rukh tour. And I'm not kidding. Every single person in the audience did this and sang it with me.
Damn.
Very nice. And finally, Man, you're a frequent collaborator with Raftar. Now, Raftar is an artist who often expresses views about social and political issues in his song. How this creative marriage happened between Manj Music and Raftar?
With Raftar, he originally, when we kind of located him and found him coming from the Honey Singh camp,
Yeah.
was one thing I noticed with him is that he was very verbal about many issues and situations and things that were happening. We used to see him performing at colleges and verbally talking about different situations that was happening in colleges and with kids. And I love that. I love the fact that he was very verbal about a lot of issues and a lot of topics. So based on that,
Manjeet and Anusha, thank you so much for your time and best of luck.
Thank you. Thanks so much.